today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On 1st and 10, Rowe. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw on second down. Rowe throwing the out route incomplete. It's Vasquez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Looking to throw. Rowe. He finds his man. Complete. That's Vasquez. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
To throw on second down. Rowe, he finds his man. Complete. It's Vasquez. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Throwing on first down. Rowe caught by Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Rowe. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rowe. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Rouse looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 37. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Pearson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Rouse. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st down, Rowe. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Rowe. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons have moved out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Pearson, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He's going to keep this again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Rouse. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rowe got his man complete over the middle. That's Vasquez. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rowe got his tight end. That's complete. That's Wilson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Back to throw. Rowe. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Pearson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rouse, he finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on 2nd down. Rowe into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Pearson. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rouse. Touchdown! From a yard out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rowe. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Rowe, that one complete. Elliott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rouse over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Pearson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pearson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pearson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Rouse. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Off the play fake. Rouse. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry. And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw. Rowe. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field. How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team? And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. The Panthers have pretty well resigned themselves to a postseason without football, but they are able to up their record to 4-8 with the win. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, Rowe. Wilson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, Rowe. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 1st down, Rowe. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rowe. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rowe. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down, Rowe. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rowe. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. It's Pearson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 3rd down, it's Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rouse. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Pearson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rowe looking deep for Elliott. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Rowe. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From the 6. And the Washington offense heading out over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
But, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Bush trying the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On first down, they stick with Bush. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Rouse. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Rouse. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back back to throw. Rowe. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Looking to throw. Rowe. He finds his man complete. It's Vasquez.